Good morning, everyone. Good Tuesday morning. We are going to do a carbondectomy. Docs, YouTube. Go. All right, we're gonna get cruising here. We're gonna be doing a carb on this Tao Tao moped. Boy, that is not clear at all. Holy cow. Let's see if we can clean that camera. I know it's probably only like 280p, but I might have adjusted it with a gob of grease. Oh, look at there. That's much better. How's that for value and quality? All right. That's a little better. And then we can take this camera here. Oh, I'm gonna throw some gloves on because this fuel is interesting, to say the least. It's been a while since I've seen green. I'll see a lot of browns and tarnished colors, but not too often do we find green. It is public. Anybody can watch this. So last night we got the voltage regulator fixed on the Tao Tao because I had one. The old Tao Tao. Now, how does it go to one view but no viewers? Does that mean that somebody looked for 6 seconds and I wasn't doing anything? Well, average view duration is currently sitting at 6 seconds, and that's how you make money on YouTube. I'm telling you. The longer you can keep your viewer, the more money you can make. So if we just had someone last 6 seconds, I think in the bull riding industry, that's, you got to last at least 8. So we didn't even have someone spend as much time riding a bull as they did viewing the value that I'm offering. The endless amounts of motorcycle value, two-wheeled wisdom, and endless humor. There goes neighbor Rob to work. Have a good day, Rob. And here we go to work. Like the sun might try to come out today, hey? I looked at the weather, no rain and high 70s for the next week. Awesome. Lighting. Lighting has been the biggest struggle on YouTube. Or at least for me to film. I have a problem with lights. I hope they stay on. I know I gotta pay the bill here really soon, so wouldn't that be... That would suck. Let's see if this lighting makes a difference. Excuse me there. Now the view duration went up to 18 seconds. So was our one person... Put the mic off. Where's my mic picking up? Let's do a mic check. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Says it's working. Seems to be by my voice, so could probably turn the music down a little bit. I just love it. Cranking it. So how can I listen to loud music that doesn't feedback through y'all? So all y'all don't have to hear that feedback. And how do I have almost 900 subscribers with, even if 5 people out of those 900 had any interest, you would think. But maybe that's just the old ego talking, huh? The ego gets to you a lot with this, so. But let's take a look at our Tao Tao Carb trader. See the green. Look at that. It's like it leaked through the float bowl. Literally, it's like if there's any left. Oh, gross. Let's take the float off. Float bowl. We'll take the float bowl off. I'll get a little spot set up here. We'll get this puppy apart. Have this thing riding in no time. Oh, we could try my Wi-Fi booster. We'll try a Wi-Fi booster outside and see if the Wi-Fi booster, if the booster can boost the signal enough, we might be able to do some live streaming from outdoors. How's that little cricket doing for y'all? I'm gonna miss him come winter. It's gonna be so quiet here for 6 months. You don't hear anything. Oh, here's a daddy long leg. There's another one. The old daddy long leg. Carburetor. What should we do? Let's push this out of the way a little bit here. Boy, what a nice little bike. What a great little motorcycle. Oh, we've got a viewer. We've got a viewer. I'll take it. And I'll take the analytics of a regular stream versus a vertical, because that vertical last night I had 700 views in like no time, but only like 2 people chatted. yeah, it was just not a good experience. I can't add music to it. I can't add elements of value like I want. And I mean, you can, you just have to be tech savvy, and I'm not yet. We're working on it. I want to move this, but without dropping it all. Think we can do that? That's doable. We'll just get a zone for it to land on here. So we can carry it. We'll move this body work. This ABS Chinese, I'm guessing it's Chinese body work because it's very... Whoever painted it did a really nice job though. Making a little room here. That'll work good. So we're gonna take our carb, poker table. Carney's ride was talking about that. He thought that was cool, so I appreciate that, Carney, for remembering me, remembering that. But we're gonna see if I can't dump the contents of it or trip on something in between there and there. So here we go. Let's see what happens. Doing pretty good. It's kind of in the shape of that airplane too, is the jeepers. I want to say the B-52, but it's not. Maybe it is. I'm bad with my fighter planes. All right, now we've got a nice clean workbench. And it kind of looks cool maybe with the... See that? Look at that. That's all gimbal drift. The gimbal drifts. It never stays lazy. It floats. But I can also make this float down with my special... Takes a lot of energy out, but we'll get it there. Maybe up a little bit. All right, that's good there. Cool. So now we have our surgical table ready. We will bring the... I'm not even going to attempt to talk medical terms, or this will turn into a comedy channel. If anybody likes spiders, there's one right here I can bring over to say hi. Big old daddy long leg. It's a little different colored than your typical daddy long leg. They have those really long feelers. What do you think about spiders, my current viewer? Let me know in the chat, in the comments, what you think about spiders. Wait a minute. Is it really that delayed? like a 5-minute delay. All right, here we go. We're gonna put the tripod back up. We're just gonna set this here for now. And so I'm gonna build a motorized tripod on wheels with proximity sensors that has vertical or telescoping up and down, maybe with some type of a boom with a 360 and are remote controlled. I want it to go from ground level up to 14 feet. I want it to be durable and lightweight. What else do we need out of this tripod? Voice activated would be good. There we go, the old stainless table where we've all been or will be. Had a few operations in my day. Nothing too crazy, and hope to keep it that way. Because anytime, it's never a good thing. All right, let's get some rags out. Lighting is pretty poor. Oh, I know how to change that. Maybe. Let more light in. They always say to use natural light, right? Or not? Or is natural light the hardest light to control? Say it's hard to control. And that glare's coming off of my light. I want to give you guys a good experience, but I got to learn. So that comes at a price, right? We all have to pay our dues in whatever form they come. Some is financial, some is emotional, some is physical. So that's much better, I think. At least it portrays it to be on the screen. Oops, sorry about that. There we go, a little turbulence today. Aboard the, put the carburetor like right here maybe. It's full of mystery goo, so I don't. Look at that. Okay, yep, we're gonna need more light. And if the cricket is driving you nuts or you can hear the cricket, let me know, because I can set the mic closer to him. There was a point in my life where I would want to have ended the cricket. I never would do it, but there would be a point where it would be very annoying. But now, for some reason, I love it. He can sit there and cricket, do his cricket thing all day, forever. For the rest of my life, I could listen to that and never. Now, I would prefer that he have a buddy or the mate, whoever, whatever they're cricketing, cricket back rather than it just sit there cricketing. And then it'll be like December and I'll have the heater on and it'll be like 30, 33 degrees in here, and it works its way up. And then all of a sudden you'll hear a cricket come to life. It's pretty entertaining. Because there's nothing alive in the winter here. Everything is dead. Everything goes into a hibernative state. There we go, that's not bad. I think you can get the point from that. What? What is this, people? I have never seen this, ever. I'm really confused and, what's the word? Bewildered, baffled. I'm really upset right now because I went to this amount of work to get this off, to do this, to find this out. What is this shit? What? How do these work? Is this a push? I doubt that's... What is this? It's like a bolt on a steering column. When you put in steering column or ignition switches on cars, a lot of times the bolts are meant to purposely break off. I'm really, really, really mad right now because I wanted to just whip this out and this to be a quick and easy fix. And now I've got a drill. They're literally broke off. Flush with the float bowl. There's no Allen, there's no screw. Oh, but we'll put screws on the bottom of the accelerator pump. What is this? How is that beneficial in any form? And how do you get it out? How does it work? Well, I guess there's only one way to find out. And that would be a center punch and a small drill. I don't get it. I've never seen this in my life. I don't know how one would attempt it any other way. And with as much science as going on in there, I really think that we need to take that float bowl off. What do you think? This I want to pop off too, because I'm sure the slide, the CV slide in it's going to be stuck. Trying to finish or skip this song. It's a decent song, don't get me wrong. I need to get old Max music downloaded. This is a good tune here. Huh. Oh, it says I got a viewer now. Hello viewer. I'm trying to provide you value of some sort. I'm here. There is a delay. It's pretty significant today. I don't know why, but somewhat of a significant delay. I can change that. But I don't know if I know how. So we're gonna get this. Look at that bit. Bottom's out there and bottom's out here. But yet, look at that fitment. Isn't that just send it? How we do it in Tao Tao land. And I swear every one of these screws is its own thread. They don't pre-thread the casting, is what it feels like and seems like. And then, I mean, people say buy a new carb, probably cheaper, but I've not had the best of luck with carburetors, the aftermarket carburetor world. So I would be hesitant to do that right now. We may end up getting there, but I'm looking for a little mini vice grip. If you know where I put it, let me know in the comments. We'll just try this here and see it. Yeah. Oh. And then this. What am I going to do on these float bowl screws? They're like broken off. I've never seen this. I mean, honestly, guys, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna take off this top and I'm gonna clean the needle. Maybe we could take this in the air cut valve. If I can't get to any of this, like, what's the point? It's gonna take me a half hour to drill these out. I'm gonna charge him $100. It's $100 an hour. So does he want to pay me $100 to do this, or do we just order a new one and slap it on? Which is stupid. It's the dumbest way of thinking. I can't stand it because it degrades my value as a mechanic too, to a certain degree. Because if they wouldn't have put in these cobbled up screws, we could totally just have that bowl off already. I'd be done with the carb by now, rather than just talking and thinking about it. All right, what do? We find a little vice grip, and let's take that top off, and that'll kind of be a telltale sign. We'll be able to see if the needle is corroded or has any. I think Junior took my little vice grips in the house. So we'll try these. give it a shot. Nope, I gotta get the other kind. Where did I put them? Where did they walk off to? They're just not there. Maybe the shop gnomes were busy last night. Running around, stealing my tools. Little boogers. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're in the house. Pretty sure. Junior has been working on a dirt bike up in the house, so he's been taking a few of my tools up there from time to time. And I'm just about ready to rifle this into a wood chipper. With these float bowls, they put break off screws in the bowl so we can't take it off easily. And with all this green, I just want to pull this top part off, take the CV diaphragm out and look at the needle. But how much time are we going to put into this thing? I mean, he's not going to want to pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I wouldn't, but I guess if you want it to run, you're gonna. Accelerator pump works. So, what should we do here, folks? Squirt some carb cleaner into there and just try to clean it out from the outside in as best as we can. That's so cobble, I've never done that. But just taking the needle out isn't gonna do anything. The main jet's plugged, or the pilot's plugged, or whatever's going on in here is where our problem most likely exists. But it's a nice day. You can fire it up. I didn't want to run it last night in the shop, so now that I have 4 people watching, it says I want to try to do this as right as I can. But at the end of the day, if you're going to make a product so poor that I can't even service it, or I have to go through so many additional steps that it makes it pretty much not worth it, really tough to justify mentally, financially. How are we going to do this, you know? Like, is it a $30, $40 carburetor, or does he want to spend a couple $100 having me go through it? And I mean a couple $100 for every, like the whole out the door. I've got to get compensated for my time, and we have an agreement. So in the best interest of that, I should just drill those out. God, what should I do? I wish my chat was more active today. What should I do with this carburetor, chap? What should we do with this turd? Throw it away, get a new one, just clean it out a little bit, rinse it from, which never does anything, but maybe just moving it around was enough. I know my son will want to ride the pants off this thing, so if I do get it running, he might be able to ride it back to life, so to speak, which I've only seen done a couple of times. If a carb jet is plugged, it's plugged, and there's nothing that's going to unplug it other than you. You will be the one to unplug the jet. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're just going to clean it off, slap it back on. I think I can't justify any more time in this. And if it doesn't run good, then I'm just going to tell them we got to either take the steps to drill these bolts out and repair the existing carburetor, or get a new carburetor entirely. Which will come, I have not had it. I've heard of others having really good luck, but me personally, I've not had good luck with aftermarket carbs. Ever. Other than like keying flat slides or spending some serious money on a carburetor. Those always work aftermarket, but you wonder. You just wonder. Well, this is interesting. If I go live like I like to in a studio setting with decent camera, music, audio, even though I'm providing low value content, the chat, everything is lower. Seems like vertical's the way to go. But even then, I would rather have 2 people in this chat that mean something than have 20 people in a chat that aren't interacting and don't necessarily want to be there. So I'm cleaning it out, or just shoving the carb cleaner into the float bowl, and I'm gonna fill it up. Rinse it out that way. This is so pathetic. But it is what it is. Just filled the float bowl up, and now I'm shaking it around, and I guess see what happens. I hear the float in there, and it wasn't leaking like the float was stuck. Pretty cobble. Pretty cobble. You got to be careful too, because that carb cleaner, some of it will mess with rubber, and this Chinese rubber is, well, yeah. You want to be careful there. That's all we're going to do for right now. We're going to put this back on and run it because there's just no other option really for what I want to spend on it for time and what they probably want to spend on it for money. So we'll just slap the carb back on, see if it runs. If it doesn't, we'll get him a new carb or tell him that he's gonna have to spend X amount of dollars to get it fixed properly, because I don't like to do things different. Like, I'm gonna do it this way, we're gonna do it right, or we're not gonna do it. And you can pay me for my time and have a great day. Couldn't even be working on these. I mean, I can't. I was just trying to justify it, and it's got 2 wheels, and that's how I justify it, is because I do have a passion for 2 wheels, and I think by me keeping this going, we're gonna, you know, keep 2 wheels going. So he enjoys riding it to school. Got our fuel in. And our vacuum. Okay. Well, then where does... Okay, this that go there. And this is for our drain, so that's gonna go down there. It's really weird how they put the float drain on this, but it's cool they do it like that. They run a hose all the way down to the bottom of the motor, so you don't have to really get to the carburetor. This rubber is turned into plastic. It's no longer pliable. And to get it on the carburetor is a huge pain in the butt. Sometimes you have to heat them up with a hair dryer or a heat gun. There it goes. Jeepers. Jeepers. Okay. We've got our fuel hose hooked up. Put this little spring clamp. Pretty pathetic attempt of a hose clamp, but better than nothing. Come on. There we go. Yep, I gotta get a tripod that I can go up in. This is bad, having to do this. Or maybe I get like 3 different tripods, have them all at different levels, ready to go, so I don't have to adjust as much. That sucks. That's not fun for anybody. And I gotta go get my son up. So I wish everybody have a great day. Thanks for stopping by. Talk to you soon.